Good morning everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make the album that I showed in one of my other videos. It's made with 3 pieces of DSP, designer series paper from Stampin Up. This is the album that I made. You probably remember the video. The DSP that I'm using is these. I'm going to use these 3 beautiful pieces. That's one side, 2 sides, 1 and 2, and 1 and 2. So the paper is available from the mini catalogue, and it's on page 33. And it's the Fine Art Floral Designer Series paper. And you get 12 sheets, 2 each of 6 double-sided designs for $20. So you probably can't see them real good in there, but I can show you I can send you a catalogue if you like, or I'll put a link in the video description below. Okay, let's get started. Oh, I'll just show you this. I'll do a proper flick through in another video, but I made this one yesterday and I videoed myself making it. But yeah, had a bit of a made a big mistake in the afternoon before I loaded it to YouTube. Anyway, I'll tell you about that in a minute. We'll get started with the cutting. Okay, so what you need to do is, if there is a top and bottom to your paper, you need to put the top. I'm going to say that this is the top of my paper. So I'm going to turn it to the left and I'm going to cut it with the top to the left. And we're going to cut the 12 by 12 paper into 4-inch strips. Oh yes, so what I did yesterday was I was videoing making an album, and halfway through one of my neighbours knocked on the door, so I stopped the video and restarted it later on and filmed the rest, and it resulted in 2 videos, and I thought, oh, that's fine, I can join them together. So in the process of joining them together, because I do all of this on my phone, my phone was saying that I was low on storage. So I was trying then to reduce the storage in my phone and deleting things and reformatting things, and I've got an SD card in my phone, and it asked me did I want to reformat my SD card or something like that. It didn't warn me that it would wipe everything, and I said yes, and the result was that I wiped the whole SD card and lost the videos, or lost one of them for some weird reason. Anyway, starting again, so all is good. So I've got 9 4-inch strips now. I'm going to choose one for my cover. So I think I'll have this one as my cover, and I'm going to set that aside. The rest I'm going to put into order of how you want the album to go. So it doesn't have to be anything outstanding, the order, but you're not going to want 2 similar pieces together, so just sort of alternate them. Okay, oh, I got my scoring board out there. I thought I was a bit further ahead than I actually was. So what we're doing now is we're cutting these strips down. Okay, so they're all cut at a slightly different size. So the first one we're cutting down to 5.5 inches. So this is the piece that we're going to work with, the 5.5 piece. So we're going to put that to one side, and the other piece is what we're going to call scrap. It's not scrap, but it's that's what we're just going to call it for the video. Put that to the other side. So the next size is 5 3/4. So 5 3/4 over there, and the other piece goes into the scrap pile. The next piece is 6 inches. And this part goes to scrap. Next is 6 1/4. So we're going up by 1/4 inch each time. Next is 6 1/2. The next is 6 3/4. Always remembering that you have the top. When you're cutting, the top is that way, the way that you're going to have your album. So we're left with 2 pieces. We're not going to cut these at this stage. We're going to put them into the scrap pile. I've had this cutter a long time. I have just ordered myself a Stampin Up trimmer. It's a lot smaller than this, so of course not as bulky, not as heavy, and it's got a scoreboard or scoring line on it as well. So yeah, that should come. I'm hoping my order is going to come tomorrow. Yeah, so I'll show you when I get it. Okay, so this is the scoreboard that I'm using today. So I'll end up with one piece of equipment that is smaller than these, and of course it's only one piece of equipment, not 2, so that's why I ended up getting it. Okay, so let's get scoring. So we're going to use the smallest piece, start with the smallest piece. Excuse me. Okay, smallest piece, whichever way that you want to have as up in your album goes to the top of the scoreboard, and you push it into the corner, up to the top and to the side, and the first score is going to be at 1/4 inch from the left. So yeah, put a good score in there. Of course, don't make it too deep, or else you might cut the paper. So we're going to score them all 1/4 inch from the left. This paper is absolutely stunning. It's in the mini catalogue, which runs from December to June. So because we're nearly in June, this paper won't be available for all that much longer. So if you are interested in ordering some, you need to put your order in now. Okay, so oh no, what we'll do is we will bring that back in, and I'll do the cover. So I've got the instructions next to me, so I could just keep checking them. Okay, so cover goes into the scoreboard with the top, whatever you want to be the top of your pattern, goes to the top of the scoreboard. And we're going to score the cover at 6 3/4 and 7. Oh dear, I just made a little boo-boo there, but that's all right. You won't see that because that will be behind the tape when I stick it down. So pays to just double check before you score. I did it 1/8 of an inch to the left. Okay, scoreboard to the side. So we're going to start folding now. So fold along your scored lines and just run your bone folder along the edge. That just really sets the fold in and makes it nice and crisp. Okay, so there's the beginning of the album. That's the cover. So you can see this is what we're working towards, and you can see my accidental fold line is there, but that's not going to be a problem. I might just sort of burnish it out. Yep, you can't even see it. Perfect. Okay, so we'll fold and burnish all of these score lines. That's one. Two. And the last one, number 6. All right, so now we're going to start sticking them into the book, into the album. So I'm using this tape here. This is the tear and tape. And so what we do is, starting with the largest piece of paper that you cut. This takes 1/4 of an inch, and that's what we folded. So run your 1/4 of an inch tape along there, and you can just tear it off. I'm just going to use this to pull my tape back. This is the take your pick Stampin' Up tool. It's a great little gadget, does all sorts of things. It's got the pointy bit there. It's got like a little spatula thing there. On this side, it's got a little bit of putty that comes out, and you can turn it to get more out as you use it. And that's great for picking up little things like you know, your little embellishments, tiny things that you just can't get your fingers around. Sticks to the little putty in there, and the putty, as it runs out, is replaceable. It also comes with another attachment, so this is a scoring attachment. So yeah, fabulous little tool. Okay, so what I like to do with my tape is just pull back a little bit of it like that and just have it hanging off the edge, and so I can position. I did this, I think, last time. Yes, I've cut Yeah, that one's just ever so slightly big. I think I might not have cut it quite right. So easy fixed. Okay, so you line up your paper to the right hand score line on the cover, just to the right of it, making sure everything is lined up nicely. And you can pull out your tape, press it down, and just give it a bit of a burnish with your bone folder, and that just ensures that it's really cut, really sticking well. I'm a little bit croaky this morning. Okay, this is the next piece. And just line that one along on top of the previous one. There we go. So you can see that each piece is getting just 1/4 of an inch smaller. We now go to the next one. The reason I peel back just a little bit, it just means that you can position your page without it actually sticking. You can just make sure you get it in exactly the spot that you want it before it sticks. Oh, there you go. Getting a little bit too excited there, so I'm just going to have to be really careful here that I don't stick it down before I've got it in position. Second last one. This is actually take 3 of attempting to make this video. Oh, look at that. I didn't cut that one very good either. Just a whisker too big. And you know, look, it wouldn't matter at the end of the day. It's just nobody else would notice, but it would bother me. All right, last one. Hopefully this is the right size. Nope, a little bit big as well. Oh. Crash bang. Oh my goodness. See, if I had my Stampin' Up trimmer, I wouldn't have that problem because it's smaller and I could just keep it on my desk. Okay, last one. Here we go. Beautiful. Okay, so this is all of the scrap. So what we do now is we're going to decorate our album with the scrap. So choose let's have a look. What are we going to do here? I think we'll use this one first. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is mat the front and back. And the reason I'm going to do the front and back is because it's just going to make the cover a bit thicker, a bit sturdier. So just measure what we need here, 6 1/4. And we need to cut it down to 3 3/4. So using the tape again. So just pull the middle one off, and I will just pop these ones to the side. Okay, so place it in position. I can press it down in the middle and peel out the tape. And we'll put the same mat into the front. So this needs to be it's 5, so 4 3/4. If you want me to send you the instructions on how to make this, just contact me through the, send me a message. You can comment on the YouTube video. Just give me your email address and I will email them to you. Or you can go to my Facebook page. Just search for Stampin' with Wendy A, and I will yeah, you can send me a private message then with your email address. And I'll email all of the sizes and the full instructions. Gorgeous paper. Okay, so we'll start with the largest piece of scrap, and I think what I'll do here is I'm going to make a pocket. I'm going to make pockets in here, so that needed to be apologies, I think it was 6 inches. No, 6 1/4. Good job I checked. So 6 1/4. And I'm going to cut this down to 2 inches. So I'm going to put pockets all the way through this. So what I mean is So this is the page I'm working on here. So then you can put in a, perhaps you could put a photo on there. You could do your journaling, you know, put a little white journal piece on there. This might be just a little journaling book rather than a photo album. You don't have to put the pockets in. You can mat each page, whatever you prefer, but I'm going to do the matting option. I really like it. I really love those tags popping out throughout the album and with ribbons. I'll just rip those pieces off, they're only short. Oh, excuse me, just had my breakfast, so you might hear all sorts of rumblings. Okay, next page. I'll use the same piece and I'll pop this one here. Just need to cut this one down 1/4 inch. Please leave me a comment in the comments section and just let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the paper, the album, if you prefer the pockets or the matted option. Yeah, just love to know what you think. And also let me know where you are. So because this video is going to be on YouTube, there could be people from all over the world watching, so I'd love to know where you're watching from. Okay, so what we might do with this one is we might do a side thing for a tag. Could measure first what we need. So we'll do this one at 5. Inches. And then this one needs to be 3 3/4. Okay, pop that in there. I love how easy this tape is. Just so easy that you don't have to get your scissors out. And the backing comes off really easy as well. I have used tapes before where the backing doesn't come off, or it does, but it's you know, a bit of a nightmare to get it off. Okay, line it up and then pull your tapes out. And there you've got your little pocket there. So we'll do the same on that page. And what does this size need to be? Oh, we'll do it at 5 as well. And 3 3/4. Stampin' Up has so much, so many different lots of DSP. So yeah, have a look through the catalogue. If you live in Australia, I can definitely mail you a catalogue. Just again, leave me a comment or send me a message through my Facebook. And I'll mail you a catalogue. You can also have a look online. Again, I'll put a link in the description of my online shop. All right, I think we'll do a half page again. So with the pocket that way. That one is the right size, so we just have to cut that down in half. You can also use the DSP to make cards. Well, scrapbooking as well. That goes without saying. But you can make so many cards out of the one piece of DSP. In one of my other videos, I've made 6 cards out of a sheet of DSP. I'll do some more videos actually on making some beautiful cards out of this paper, or out of the Stampin' Up paper. We'll do a top loading. Oh, we're on this piece of paper here. Do a top loading pocket again. Okay, we'll do a side pocket now. How many pages have we got left? I've just got to plan this. So I've got, so that'll be 1, 2. Right, I think we're going to do another top loading pocket. Then we'll do a side pocket. Should have measured. I bet you're all saying that. You're shouting, measure it. 5.5. I can hear Phil making a cup of coffee, so I hope he makes me one. I've had one cup this morning, but I'm ready for my next cup. I've been card making and scrapbooking for over 20 years. Well, card making. Then probably about 10 years I started with scrapbooking. But yeah, all up it's been 20 years. I discovered Stampin' Up products probably about 7 years ago. And I joined Stampin' Up in January this year. What are we going to do now? We'll do a side pocket. And that will be, I'd say, 4 1/4. They've got a fantastic joining offer on at the moment, where you can join for $169 and you get $283 worth of products of your choice. And then there's no obligation to do anything. So that actually works out to be a 40% discount. It includes postage, so you don't have to even add postage on. And $283 worth of product is a lot. So if you are thinking that you'd like to put in a big order, that's probably the way to go. Now that deal only is valid until the 31st of May, so I think that's tomorrow. So again, I will put a link down below if you want to join Stampin' Up and take advantage of that great deal with no obligation to do anything else. But of course, if you do want to build a business, there is no better team than the team I'm in. I get the best support from my 4 1/4 from my team leader. So much support, so much training. And Stampin' Up is such a great company for giving the demonstrators freebies. So yeah, definitely worth thinking about. You can also give me a call if you're in Australia, and I can have a chat to you. I can talk you through the joining process. My mobile phone number will be in the description box below as well. Okay, side pocket, side pocket. Okay, what have we got? Oh, I only got one more piece. So we'll do, sorry, no, 2 more pages. So we're going to do a top loading pocket. That needs to be 5. A little bit windy here in Burham Heads, Harvey Bay. I think we might have it that way. This is the last piece. There we go, all finished. That's all I've got left, plus all the scraps I've put in the bin, and that from 3 pieces of 12 by 12 paper. So yeah, I'll decorate it later, and then I'll do a flip through. Yeah, but let me know what you think in the comments, and yeah, please please contact me if you have any questions. Okay, you have a good day. Bye.